Hi, good morning everyone. Vanakkam Chennai, Vanakkam Madras. It's our third year and it's a pleasure to be here on this stage, I think for the third time, and we'll keep coming here consistently, continuously. 3 years back when we came here, we did not know how the response will be from the Madras because we were holding our first event outside Mumbai. And I must tell you that all of you loved us so much and embraced us as if we belong to you, that we are coming here every year now. The reasons were simple because South holds the large number of NBFCs and we thought we should begin from Chennai. Metro market, specifically Mumbai and Delhi, are becoming overcrowded, so that's what we thought will come to Chennai. And we received tremendous response for all of you. So here we are with our third edition of NBFC Connect. I will talk about it in some time, but before that, let me introduce you to ETBFSI.com. Again, though all of you know it really well. The BFSI or ETBFSI.com is a dedicated news vertical by the Economic Times, launched almost 6 years back, which covers BFSI sector far more diligently and far more in detail. If you go to this website and maybe engage with the newsletter that we dispatch every day in the morning, you will not need to look beyond this portal to get anything related to BFSI.com. Anything related to BFSI sector, because we cover everything that matters to you. So we have different columns like Editor's View, where we offer a perspective in terms of what's happening in the sector on different aspects. We also have Explainer section where we write FAQs about the latest trends in the BFSI world. We have Leader Speak column where we not only do the interviews with the leaders of the BFSI, but we also ask them to write articles. We have exclusive stories where we interview the EDs, the CEOs and the thought leaders or the leaders of the change makers of the BFSI almost every day. We have new section which we launched very recently, and that's the theme that we are going to carry henceforth for every year is AI in BFSI. So if you are doing something really remarkable at your end in your company in BFSI, specifically with AI, we'll be happy to listen to your stories. Then we have being a digital, what we do is we not only write news, interview people, and curate content in different formats. So that's why we also do events, because we believe in enlarging our scope and curating content in different formats. And that's why these are the events or the IPs that we have created in all these years. We have a special segment called FinTech Diary where we have interviewed almost 150 fintechs in last 4 years. This is the list of the fintechs. If you go to the website and you watch those video interviews, I'm so sure you will be delighted to know how the fintechs have shaped up and how their stories are. Specifically talking about today, I think we spoke a lot in last and earlier IPs about whether NBFCs are a shadow bank, whether we came out of a shadow bank, and whether we are in much more light today. We thought today we should have a theme which will resonate with India's economy. And the larger theme of the India's economy specifically is not just Atmanirbhar Bharat or Vikasit Bharat, but financing the growth story. Every BFSI leader is talking about financial inclusion. I mean, that was a theme for ages, but now it has many layers because credit democratization has become an integral part. And NBFCs will be the major driver of this because banks and the leading REs will have their own targets and reach out to limited number of customers. But NBFCs are large number in size, and the kind of innovation they are doing with TSPs and LSPs and specifically with digital, I think will be the value in terms of, will be the reality check in terms of how they are going to finance the growth story of India. And that's what we chose this theme, and we have different panel discussions going to be around this theme. We have a CEO's panel, then we have a risk officers panel, then we have data and digital innovators panel in terms of how are they looking at it, and more importantly, preparing themselves specifically for the NBFCs. In my observations, there are a couple of themes that I see specifically for this year in the NBFC world. We have seen major developments in the last 1 year. If you look at specifically the NBFC sector, there has been a circular, there has been a guidelines from the RBI. And the 5 major developments, or maybe the points which in my way I think will be seen in the NBFC in this particular year, One is compliance and risk. I think it's going to go up far more significantly. I think every month RBI has been receiving or shooting some guidelines and trying to bring more transparency. Recent one is co-lending and the gold lending. We were just doing some study and we realized that in last 1 year RBI has charged 324 regulated entities and the cost is more than 50 crore, which is the highest one. RBI has recruited more than 800 engineers in their supervision department. So the compliance and risk is going to go up far more significantly in this area, in my observation. Second, I think the fund and the cost of capital has been always an issue, but this year also will be the same. Though the NBFCs have found ECBs and different countries to source and help them with the funds, but cost of funds and cost of capital will be a slightly issue because banks are still in a dilemma with the liquidity whether to lend or whether not to lend. Business, I think the MFI or specifically the delinquencies in MFI has started building up. So SMEs and MFI will be slightly under pressure and NBFCs will be very, very cautious, specifically when it comes to disbursement of the businesses side. Fourth, I think partnerships will shoot up far more significantly, though RBI has mandated a couple of things on the lending side. But I still feel that there is a lot of scope for the partnerships, specifically with co-lending TSPs and LSPs, and specifically with the fintechs. Last one is uncertainty. I think every CEO, every leader that I speak to today, not only NBFC but in the whole BFSI world, including economists, is talking about the uncertainty. It's not just about India's economy, but overall the global dynamics and the geopolitical tensions. The Trump tariffs, we do not know what kind of impact it will bring on India's economy. 20 basis point is the reduction that everyone has projected, but that is going to be another challenge. So these are the 5 things we'll try to also cover in India's financing story, which is the theme for the NBFCs. And I'm so sure that all of you will receive a lot of inputs, insights from the number of panelists or the speakers that we have lined up for this particular session. So stay with us, enjoy the summit, and do share your feedback with us. If there are any thoughts you have, any feedback that you have, we'll be happy to share it. We'll be happy to receive it from you. So enjoy your day and do not forget to share your feedback. Thank you so much for being here and staying with us. Enjoy the ETBFSI NBFC Connect 3rd edition in Chennai. Thank you.